tonight. Akwa Ibom State Government resolves 70-year-old boundary dispute between Ibionibom and Ikono local government areas. Speaker of Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly hosts former speakers, pledges robust relationship with Forum. Plus, Nigerians in Uyo kick against removal of electricity subsidy. Hello and welcome to NTOU News. My name is Evelyn Badu Epo. This broadcast is reaching you live on StarTimes Channel 103 and our social media platforms on YouTube and Facebook. You can log in to watch us or like our pages. And now to the details of the news. The long-standing land dispute between Ibiaku Itudo in Ibionibom and Edemiyere community in Ikono local government area has finally come to a peaceful end through the intervention of Akwa Ibom State government. Calvin Samuel reports that disputed land has been properly demarcated with road and trees. The report.
Akwa Ibom State were in constant dispute over the actual boundary between both communities. This crisis denied the communities of brotherly love and needed development for so long. Then the Omoenos administration came on board with the determination to restore peace to all parts of the state and unite the people as one. Today, the people have embraced one another as they vow to sustain this peace.
As Africans, as Nigerians, we must begin to reflect on why natural resources have become a cost to us. All of Africa, people are killing themselves over land and other natural resources. But like you said there, these are resources we did not bring. These are resources we will not take away. We can only better the resources. And therefore we must continue to reflect on this. And it also goes to show that we still have deeper responsibilities, even at the local government, to be able to parcellate land into industrial areas, into commercial areas. When we parcellate land adequately, we will begin to affect the land tenure systems in local government areas and in communities. And that we will make governance easier.
I'm so excited that the peace have come. Why am I so excited? It is in my time and the time of my colleague that this enduring peace has come.
Under the leadership of Pastor Mobaseno and the Borugudianamo, you have brought lasting peace to these two communities that represent the two local government areas. And that is the reason we are gathered here today.
Your Excellency, I'm into Ikono. One net to Ibiaku. They can make you good. So, I don't know. Eh? I don't know. Mark over. Okay, I didn't go over to Ogogo. Who can listen to me? I don't go for one word there. I go again a few more. So, friend, remember, Minda Ufara who come here, inform the government of Akwa Ibom State, led by Pastor Mobaseno. I hear Mama and Mama when the righteous is on the throne, joy.
The Akwa Ibom State Deputy Governor Senator Akoni Yagini, while performing the ceremonial tree planting, expresses joy for the restoration of peace in the areas. She charges the people to continue to live in peace as state government focuses on how to improve the economy, reach out to the less privileged, and provide job opportunities for the teeming youths.
Today, we are here. Thank God, even though we the lasting peace has been instituted, has been established to the glory of God.
High point of the event was a symbolic planting of trees for proper demarcation of the disputed land. From Ibionibom local government area, Calvin Samuel, NTA News.
Speaker Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly Udeme Otong has pledged to maintain a robust working relationship with the Forum of Former Speakers, Akwa Ibom State Chapter, for the overall development of the state. Mr. Otong gave the assurance while playing host to the forum led by the chairman and former speaker Nse Ekanem in his office. He said the 8th Assembly under his leadership would continue to work in partnership with the forum and former honorable members of the Assembly in order to bring sustainable development to the people. He says the success story of the 8th Assembly could be attributed to the knowledge gained from past administrations of the Assembly, which, according to him, had always inspired the current Assembly in doing much better. Earlier, the chairman of the forum, Nse Ekanem, thanked the speaker for the warm reception accorded them, despite his busy schedule. He explained that the visit was to formally introduce the forum to the speaker and to further strengthen the ties with the 8th Assembly to enhance the growth and development of the state. While acknowledging the remarkable achievements of the 8th Assembly under Mr. Otong, Mr. Ekanem also commended the state's governor, Pastor Moeno, for having the interest of the people at heart and prayed God to grant the governor courage and wisdom to continue with the development of Akwa Ibom State. Now, from the Assembly, a news and current affairs program is set to hit the airwaves of NTOU. A statement by the producer shows that the program comes up every Friday from 10:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. The program promises to keep viewers abreast with activities of your representative, get informed about latest law and motions that impact on their welfare directly. Join from the Assembly on Star Times Channel 103 and Facebook and YouTube on NTAU. From the Assembly, giving the citizens access to legislative proceedings. And now, commercial activities in Itiaritam community, Itu local government area, may not see the end of 2024, except drastic measures are taken by the federal government. This follows the collapse of the only access road to the area. Clement Barikwe, who visited the community, reports that the once lifesaver is now a death trap.
Carry wood, try to move out back. When they go there, they return back. Many accidents there for this road, too much. Both this in Chad and Aboditam.
So I want the Federal Ministry of Works and Federal Government to come and help us.
This is the general views among users of the Itiaritam Road. The historic state of the road began more than 5 years ago when a nearby ravine started caving in, thereby cutting off both sides of the road. The self-help efforts of the community is no longer helping the dilapidated state of the road. According to the community members, this federal road is a no-go area during the rainy season.
Some goods that would have come through this way now come through the riverside. So what I intend to do is to send a humble request to the federal authority to come and help us walk this road.
The Itiaritam Road connects traders from different parts of Akwa Ibom State to the popular T-junction in the area, where one of the biggest markets in this part of the state is located. The road also provides access to the Mary Slessor Memorial Cane and links Akwa Ibom State with Cross River, Abia, and Ebonyi State, and it may not see the end of 2024 if urgent measures are not taken to stop the ravine encroachments. Clement Barikwe, NTA News.
It's now time for a break. More reports after this time out. To stay.
One passenger, big auntie. Come and enter my bus now.
Hey, conductor, this cough is serious. I beg, you need to go to the hospital.
Hospital?
Doctors say cough symptoms are different in every condition. Some are dry, others are wet, like your own.
God bless you, auntie. I have told this my conductor. The cough has refused to go, and it could be tuberculosis.
Conductor, check am o, make you dey sure, because who no go no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
Make you dey sure. If your cough is more than 2 weeks, it could be tuberculosis. TB test and TB treatment are free. Just call the National TB Hotline on 3340 or dial *3340# for more information. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people.
Welcome to Prisma International Hotels, located at number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afagafort, off a back road, Uyu. When it comes to hospitality industry, nothing compares with comfort, exquisite services, and top-of-the-world security. These are what make Prisma Hotels a household name. At Prisma Hotels, you are assured of lavishly furnished, spacious rooms and suites with complimentary breakfast, top-class blue sea swimming pool, VIP and poolside bars, as well as restaurant where African and continental dishes are served at pocket-friendly rates. These are not all. There is high-speed internet service, closed circuit television, spacious car park, 24-hour power and water supply, sparkle laundry and dry cleaning services, and above all, combat-ready security operatives. So whenever you are in Uyo or you are a resident in Uyo, capital city of Akwa Ibom State, make Prisma Hotels number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afagafort, off a back road Uyo your choice, and you will cherish the experience. For bookings and inquiries, please call 081-3166-6660 or 0915-509-9989. Prisma International Hotels, hospitality par excellence.
One passenger. Big auntie, go enter this bus.
Ha! Oga conductor, this kind cough na serious matter o. You suppose go hospital.
Hospital care.
Haba, doctors don talk am say different types of cough dey. Some na dry cough, but this your own na wet cough e be.
Big aunty, na God go bless you. I don tire for this my conductor and him cough wey no gree go. E fit even be tuberculosis.
Conductor, go check am o, make you dey sure, because who no go no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
If cough don't worry you past 2 weeks, if it be tuberculosis, TB test and treatment, na free. Just call the National TB Hotline for 3340 or dial *3340# to get better information. This message now from the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people then.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. Electricity supply in Akwa Ibom State can only improve if the state government embraces the needed political will and commitment to key into existing legal framework provided by the federal government in the sector. Speaking in Uyo, the state's capital, some residents insist that the removal of subsidy on electricity is not the solution to the challenges bedeviling the power sector in the country. Clement Barakwi reports.
It being one of the oil-rich states in the country, boasts of abundant gas for power generation. Effort by the previous administrations in the state to utilize this abundant gas resource to boost electricity supply led to the establishment of the Ibom Power Plant that has been generating about 191 megawatts of electricity into the national grid. Yet, not much is on the ground in terms of steady power supply to residents of the state, a situation that is largely blamed on collapsed infrastructure and inadequate gas supply. Following the liberalization of the power sector through the Electricity Act 2023, the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission approved the application of the state government for the Ibom Utility Company to operate as an independent electricity distribution network.
Generate, distribute. Will they, though the law is there, what about some of those bottlenecks? Would they be able to dismantle some of those things and then unbundle the system so the system can run on its own?
When there is competition, the companies will sit back and they will improve in their services.
Among residents of Uyo, the debate on high tariff and payment for what is not consumed continues.
The current tariff we are paying, I'm talking about the billing system we are paying in this country as a people, yet we do not even have that light to say yes, we are paying for what we are consuming. Certainly not. And someone is still talking about removing subsidy, if there was.
If you remove the subsidy from the present in the logistics sector, that means Nigeria is back to the experience that we have in the petroleum sector, and it will be disastrous. Let us manage one first.
Please let the federal government not give heed to some of those advice. They are ill advice, just to destabilize the system. So let the system continue on. Let the government continue to pay those small subsidies. After I look at even the subsidy we are talking about, there are some people that are paying as much as 40,000 naira a month.
Addressing frequent collapse of the national grid through quality infrastructure, metering and full liberalization, according to the respondents, are among the ways out of the present electricity challenges. Clement Barikui, NTA News.
And to agriculture, some farmers in Uyo have identified high transportation costs, non-availability and affordability of fertilizers, unions and other challenges as setbacks to smooth operations of farming activities in the state. Utabaya Chibong, on special assignment, interacted with some farmers and files in this report.
With the rising cost of living in recent times, Nigerians suggest it has become necessary for more people to shift attention to farming, perhaps the reason for the early commencement of planting in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom state capital. While the farmers are hoping for the rains, this year early planting can encourage good yield and food sufficiency.
Everything is because of the fuel. So when they reduce the high cost of fuel, everything will become normal.
Government should assist the farmers. They really need help. Like if there are much space, I know that most of these people are going to steal in, collect or taking from others. They will be useful as in they use the land to help themselves.
We planted water leaf and punko and maize and cassava is around.
For some of these farmers, their concern is far from availability of farm produce and fertilizer, but bothers more on transportation and the sale of their harvest, which they say one must register and become a member of a union in the market to have the permission to sell. Hence, they appeal to relevant authorities for urgent intervention.
You can take your goods to the market, but you will be hindered. You will not be allowed to sell because you don't belong to any union. And that hinders yourselves.
I need government to help us to cancel all the unions in the market, all the unions in state, so that anybody that plants in the farm can carry the crops and the food, go to market and sell without union.
All the water leaf, you no see customer because of union. You no carry and go market. So money no dey.
The farmers believe that with government's empowerment, food security is possible in Uyo. Utube Achibong, NTA News.
And to end the news, a recap of the major highlights. Akwa Ibom State government has resolved 70-year-old boundary disputes between Ibionibom and Ikona local government areas. Speaker of Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly has played host to former speakers and pledged robust relationship with forum. You also heard in the news that Nigerians in Uyo are kicking against removal of electricity subsidy. And that's the news. Thank you for watching. To be a star, join NTA's campaign to stand against rape and rapists. Many thanks for watching. Emede Umo will bring to you the news translation shortly. Good evening. stere sene memke ufod mbone togo nko kara ibiono ye ikono. Adai worke ufong bet stenyen ani neme ye me kan bun ufong bet state enywe wari na mutum ye mo. Mbono we tangebo ya ukara iki tre unwam ezekenam akowekan adose miwo ikani ikpe. Ukanyin mi ko mo yin medo emedi mo kamando tum mbok ndube yomi. Ukara stere esre memke ufot mbon etogo nko kara ibiono ye ikono. Ebo yagammo ekrebo ke memi asongo ada manato rufuro yenkot adok nkan ko mo. De ko bo yombo mito akamo. Mboka nam yagedi yon kente umyangi swakerem ko mbon etogo ibiako itu udo ye edem ejire kenko ukara ibiono ye ikono. Ema eni mfuna adangisong. Ntagami ama nam ima ikiba ketu mo ndien uforo yenkot iroko nkan ko mo. Kerikan mboke uforo yenkoro rogobio. Ukara stelem esenemem ketu mbone etogo ibiako itu udo ye edem ejire ke adineke adangisong mo. Na ketoro eto arineke adangi songodo. Udiana kamukara sterem ma akone yaganyi ama no mo item abo yagammo ebono kemem. Manate oro kikere ukara eniere ebanga uforo yenkor adok mensionsio nkokukara ke sterem akronin. Akpan kwa kena makedina maro akedo adito eto manate oro enenge adangi songodo ano mbon etogo obiodo. Mi mbono wo etang me ufon anangate ukara enam manatoro ikara electric aba yagado semimo ikani kama inam sipinati inam yaikobo yago mito kombonyo. Mboka nam yagadi yongo kestere medo ketu state kirenyen eniere adani song ndien kekeme adikama adani songomi nam ikara electric aba mfon kirenyen. Wasoro na ukara esanifik adikan boke ikara electric eba keri nie ibom power plants ado mfuna asogo baba kefang ikara electric. Manasa akekem ye mbed ikang electric akiswa 2023 ekamba ufo ikang electric ke irenyen ebo ya ufo utomekoto ibom utility company eda kideme mo maratoro ekan enamutumo mo mfon. Ado mbono wo esokese seme ebanga nangikang electric mi baga baswado nanga mimo ikpe akokikang ndien. Ado idoronyen mbono wo ke ukara MSM kwe ibanga afang ikang electric ke ikanga yagaba mfon. Mi me toiwang eseme banga nang kwe asongurwa ebo yak ukara esowo udwa mkwe yagado semimo ikan idip. Yaikobo yago mito kombonyen utebe achibo. Akene na wemedi song idaga mi nkoro gedanga udwa mkpo adido kwa usen ko usen bonida nyine soge anu yebo kedo se frewo ekan niso ese uto enwang si akini ntomi membu ngom inwang anike ngam atatiti amienam danga me kombo ke sanga ke kumbusong e market ke ataw waga wo edongo ki ngwang ko utompo ama tongo meto wanga mi suge boke ini mimo so ki bet yagere meneke de momo ke do se e bage tompo se e bage tompo ese bage do nko ndidia ama naba no song meto wanga minku e boke sido mbubege mimo ine ke kido danga mbungo miwang akpeba ya mimo to me fertilizer ado sine kido mfana ado upu song danga mimo ibiben mkpodu ami ikiwodwa nko ema ke wodwa ami mensonso ikpere eboke na ntewo adisene nyonke union mbimiso amoeni unen erinyam memkpodu ami eboke mi ana mugwe mesoko kaka iso song se afomani mkpo sefo ato adok ukatiti ese nyam ubaga bene ka odwan troro awi yakanyam sia odoko union ammo esogesene benge ino kara ke fre fandara ebo mbok yagado sekpese mkpo banga kpan ke mkpo union etangami bagari nwam mimo ikani ro imeto inwang inie si boko ikinyam ari ro nyen meto enwang ami ke ukara eya kanna yeni se meto enwang
nko edieke mkponte gereto kariremedi ke yari wo meto inwanga mikente mo ekpe baba miku yo utbe achibon akombok NTA.
Uka nyuntembong yin atrelero ndube yomi tutumpong asere.